Vidya after the new moon is ruled by Bagamalini Nitya. Bagamalini Nitya is the second Nitya Devi of the Nitya Devi series. So, in this Nitya Devi series, we are going to read about every Nitya Devi. First, in the last episode, we have had discussion about Kameswari Nitya, and now how she is the emancipation of desire, how desires get emancipated, how it starts as a wish in the mind, and all we have discussed about it. This week, now we are discussing about Bagamalini Nitya, and Bagamalini Nitya is she is symbolized as the growth and intensification of desire, like a flameful fire in you. You get that big desire in your heart that I want to achieve this. Such kind of fire-like desire is considered to be Bagamalini Nitya's energy. Bagamalini Nitya is also known as the flowering uni, and she is depicted with 6 arms. Right arms, she has lotus on the topmost hand, and gourd in the second one, and flowering arrows in the third one. Similarly, in the left hand, uppermost hand, she is holding a water lily, and after that, the middle one, she is having a noose, and the lower one, she is having a sugar cane. In earlier episode, I have explained you about what all this, but again, I will try to explain you. The water lily denotes the fertility, creation of something new in our life that she is providing you when you please her, when you pray her, when you worship her. She blesses the devotee with that fertility, with that creative knowledge, and also something new to bloom up in life. Noose is nothing but the pasha, which we call in Sanskrit. Pasha is that it controls your mind, your desires, and all. It is as if that someone is putting a net on you and holding to you. Like that, Mata Bagamalini Devi, she will hold you when the sadhaka approaches her and surrenders herself or himself to the Bagamalini Nitya. She holds that energy around you, a invisible energy which controls you from going away from her, going away from the spiritual thing, going deeply into material world. She protects you from all those things. Not only going into material world, going into a wrong illusion, or getting infatuated by others, or getting trapped by some other unknown reasons, and all, for becoming a prey and victim to materialism, which is nowhere there, but you are infatuated, you are illusioned, you are attracted by it. From all these things, this news of Mata, that is the Bagamalini Nitya Devi, she protects you from all these things. And the third hand, she holds the sugar cane bow. Sugar cane bow is the chitta, where she can control your chitta from wavering everywhere. So that energy she gives. If you are not approaching Bagamalini Nitya, the mind can go here and there. There is no support for you from anywhere that you can control your mind. It goes as a monkey. The mind is depicted as a monkey, so it will go anywhere, wander everywhere, and it has to get the maturity on its own. Whereas when you approach Bagamalini Nitya, she controls your chitta, so she will control you from wandering here and there. That energy she will give you. So in the right, now we have discussed all which are in her left hand. Now in the right hand, uppermost hand, she is holding a lotus. Lotus denotes Sahasrara Padma and also spirituality. It also denotes perfection, wealth of Mahalakshmi. So it can give you wealth and it can give you spiritual enlightenment. Both things this Bagamalini Nitya provides to the sadhaka. The middle hand, she is having a gourd. This gourd is considered to be Ankusha. Ankusha is as such that the Mahut, the elephant Chalak, the one who makes the elephant go here and takes care of him, of elephant, that person is called Mahut. He has a ankush in his hand, because with that he pricks the elephant, because elephant's skin is very thick. Ordinary things can't make it even feel. So he will have a ankush there and he will hit it in his back, in the back, so that it is an indication for the elephant that he has to behave properly. Similarly, Mata Bagamalini Devi, she pricks you with her Ankusha so that it cut off all the unwanted thoughts, unwanted desires, unwanted people, unwanted gathering around you, all that which is wasting your time and energy. She will cut it by giving you maturity in life. It can be for both your material life and as well as your spiritual life. And lastly, at the top, last end of the hand, she is having the 5 arrows made of flowers. These 5 arrows made of flowers is symbolizing our manas, because manas, it is having lot of thinking. It wavers here and there, thinks about family, thinks about money, thinks about what others are doing, and so many more things. From panchendriyas, you attract many things. So this 5 arrows is controlling your pancha indriyas, your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth, your skin, from through all how you can sense the sense organs. So all the senses she is controlling through this pancha banas. So Mata Bagamalini Devi, she, when someone approaches her, submits himself or herself to her, this Bagamalini Nitya not only gives enlightenment, creativity, and also controls all negativity from life, and helps you to progress in your spiritual life and also your material life. As we have discussed earlier, this water lily, which represents fertility, can release infertility in life and also bring fertility. It can give you good luck, blesses with stability, patience, confidence, and also grounding. She gives you the confidence in the mind, because she is also related to the Muladhara Chakra. So she gives that confidence, grounding energy, and also that energy, physical energy as well as mental and inner energy she gives you, so that you can achieve many things. You can achieve with strategical plan. That creativity in mind also is given by Bagamalini Nitya. According to Matsya Purana, Bagamalini was created by Manas, by Parvati Devi, to destroy Andhaka demon. So she is the mana born child of Mahatripura Sundari, and it is foolish in our part to differentiate Mahatripura Sundari and Bagamalini Nitya. She is the Manas born of Tripura Sundari, so she herself is Mahatripura Sundari with a different type of energy. So we are worshipping her in the form of Bagamalini Nitya. She helps in manifest love, wealth, children, fertility, and also closeness in couple. Now, how to please Bagamalini Devi? There are 2 types of ritual or puja which you can do. The first one is ritualistic. How you have to do? I will give you a mantra. We'll scroll on the screen that you can write and keep and use it. Om Hrim Shrim Am Aim Baga Buge Bagini Bagodari Bagamale Bagavahe. She safeguards fetus in the womb and averts abortion and premature birth. So those who are carrying, those who are having history of abortion or premature birth and all, they can try this ritual and get benefited by Bagamalini Nitya. Doing it on the second day of the lunar day after new moon will help you. Keep on doing it so that you can get this. It is not that you do once and forget about it. It's not like that. You have to be continuously doing. Apart from second lunar day also, every day you have to recite this mantra and pray to her at least 2-3 times, as many times as you can. Just remember, you can take the printout of Bagamalini, keep it in front of you and recite this mantra which I have told you just now. A ritual Now there is a ritual how to manifest things. Last episode we have seen that we have taken the seeds and we have placed the red light of Kameswari Nitya in our light, and with that light we energized the seeds and we made the seeds burn like fire like thing. It was burning red in color, and that made us get the satisfaction that the seeds are energized. Now, doing this ritual as described in the part 1 of Kameswari Nitya description, same thing you do it on the first day of lunar day after new moon, and now the second day of new moon, what you should do with the seeds. These seeds now you will take a pot of water. Water pot can be any material, just keep it in front of you, clean water you keep, and holding the water in your hand, you recite this Gayatri mantra of Bagamalini Nitya. Om Bagamalinyai Vitmahe Sarva Vashankaryai Dhimahi Tanno Nitya Prachodayat. 108 times you recite this Gayatri of Bagamalini and keep it in front of you. And now with that energized seed that we bought from Kameswari Nitya, that you take, again you tell 108 times this mantra of Bagamalini Nitya, this Gayatri mantra, and then you soak it in the water. When you soak, you once again think, what is your wish? If your wish is to bring changes in your life, in your material life, think about it. You want to start something, you want to begin something, you want to make a difference among your people, that you want to show, prove what you are and all, or you want to have a business, you want to do a startup, or otherwise it is only the wish of getting a child, then you visualize that you are getting a baby, you are getting a child, you are holding a child. Like that you visualize and put it in the water. Keep it in moonlight. If moon is not coming directly in your home, nothing to worry. Just keep it near your window sill and keep the window open. That energy of moon which is pervading all over, it will come into that water. Next day morning, you keep it like this. This is the ritual for Bagamalini Nitya, to get child or to start something. That seed which we energized through Kameswari Nitya, we are re-energizing it with the water of Bagamalini Nitya. Now, Panchadashi mantra, as I have discussed, every Panchadashi mantra, it has the 15 syllabi, as we know. This 15 syllabi is related to each Nitya Devi. So, the second syllable of Panchadashi mantra is aim. So, it is actually A, but in Sanskrit we add that bindu to it to make it a mantra. So, you can recite Bagamalini Nitya Shloka, you can recite Bagamalini Gayatri, or you can prefix this aim in front of that mantra and you can recite it. Because seed mantra, that bija mantra, they are very powerful. And as far as Bagamalini Nitya's shloka in the Sri Suktam is it is the second shloka. Tamavah jata vedo lakshmim anupagaminim yasyam hiranmayam vandegam ashvam purasamaham. So this mantra is the second mantra of Sri Sukta. This you have to recite. You can, I have given you 4 options. The second verse of Sri Sukta, you can recite it, or you can just recite the seed word aim, or you can recite the mantra, that Bagamalini mantra, or you can recite the Gayatri mantra of Bagamalini Nitya. Either of it, whichever makes your heart happy, or you can pronounce it properly, or you feel it happy, you do it, and try the best that you can get the best out of what I have explained.